Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to the Mona Lisa Monroe Morning Show. Grab your coffee or your tea, hunty, because we have a lot to talk about. But before we get started on those red hot topics, please go to my website, www.monalisamonroe.com. We've got t-shirts, we've got mugs, we've got toast. Believe me, we've got you covered. And also, you could purchase my book, Life After the Diagnosis. If you know a survivor or you are a survivor, this is the book that you need. Well, let's go ahead and get this party started right, shall we? Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the Mona Lisa Monroe Morning Show. I'm so glad you decided to tune in today. We've got a lot to talk about, honey. So, first off, let me not just skip this beat right here. So, I want you guys to go to my website. And my website is www.monalisamonroe.com. It is right there. MonaLisaMonroe.com. We've got everything you need. We've got coffee cups, we've got totes, we've got t-shirts. Like the commercial says, we've got you covered. Yes, we do. Second of all, we want you to click, like, and share the show, please, because we want to be around for a long time. Click, like, and share the show with friends and family, especially this one, because this one is very, very important. And we'll get into that in just a few moments. And third but not least, third but not last, third but most importantly, we want you to comment and tell us what you think about the show, about the comments. We want you to get involved with the show. All right, so let's get started. Our number one topic today. No, we are not going to talk about the concert that went wrong. We are not going to talk about the people that died. We are not going to talk about that. We are not going to talk about the vaccines. We're not going to talk about the employment situation. We're not going to talk about the president. We're not going to talk about the vice president. We are going to talk about you. Yes, we are. How are you? Is self-care something that you do? Right now, people, mental health is serious. Mental health conditions are on the rise. So instead of watching the news, finding out what the latest is, all of that, even though that's important, we have to make sure you're okay. So that's what we're talking about today. What do you do for self-care? What do you do to just sit back and just go, not today? I'm not into sunshine. Good morning. I'm good. Tuning in. Have a beautiful day. Oh, thank you. You too. Thank you for tuning in. Dre, good to see you. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh, yes. So today we are talking about self-care. Because, I mean, all day, every day, you see the madness on the news. You see what's going on. You see everybody losing it on planes. You see everybody losing it in the streets. What is happening to America? Well, we've got to dial that back and say, what's going on individually with you? And I'm not just saying you, I'm saying me, I'm saying everybody. Think about it. If you sit back and think about the world today, mental health is serious. It is crucial. It is needed. I mean, it's like, what do you do right now to just relax and to just meditate? I mean, this is real, people. This is real. We've got women, men, children dealing with different episodes and traumas. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I want you guys to just let me know. How are you doing? That's the whole show. Where are you emotionally? Where are you mentally? Where are you physically? Where are you spiritually? What are you doing to take care of yourself? So that is the first red hot topic. You are the red hot topic this morning. And, I never start the show off without giving examples, personal information about me, what's going on with my neck of the woods, as they say. And I'm going to tell you, just yesterday, if you follow me on Facebook, I posted plain as day. I said, hey, today is that day that I'm going to pamper and take care of myself. And literally, you guys, you can't worry about other people. You can't worry about what people think. You can't worry about none of that. You cannot conquer the world on one leg. You cannot be a boss. You cannot be any of that walking around here upset, mad, angry, sad, whatever. It's so many emotions out there that you can be, going through. And, like I said, hey, I want you to be prosperous. I want you to do the doggone thing. But you aren't going to be able to do anything if this is not right. And that's the bottom line. You have to take care of yourself. So, what do you do for your self care? Well, I'll start it off. When I decide to take a self care day, sometimes, and I'm not perfect, don't get me wrong, I am not perfect. So sometimes my body will let me know that I need to stop and take a moment and take a breather. So I can be so driven, I can be so gung ho, ready to do things and totally forget about me. So my body sometimes will let me know. How does it let me know? I get stressed out. What does that look like? That could look like hair loss, that could look like weight gain, that could look like dizziness, that could look like whatever. And so when my body starts tripping like that, I know immediately it's time to relax. It's time to take a break. And that's when I do it. That's exactly when I do it. I decide, let me jump in the tub, let me soak, let me listen to some music, let me light some candles. It's time to relax. So most of all, that's what I do. I try to, take a long bubble bath in some great tea leaves or something like that, and just, totally relax. I get the music going. I get a sermon going. I light some candles. I'm good. And however long it takes is how long it takes. Look, I'm in the bathroom for a couple of hours. If you need to go to the bathroom, go to the other ones, whatever the case may be. You've got to take a moment. You've got to take a moment to breathe. You got to take a moment to relax. You got to take a moment for yourself. So once that's done, hey, I don't just stop at 1 hour, 2 hours. I do a whole day of it all. Trust me, I do. Okay, so once that's done, I'll probably get my nails done, my feet done, my hair cut or dyed or something like that. Get some beauty things going on. If I really feel good about it and want to do a little extra, I'll pick up something from the department stores or something like that. Something that I can say, this is for me. Something to take out time for me. You understand what I'm saying? It's crucial. It's important. Charles, good morning and congratulations on new love, honey. That is a beautiful thing. Good morning. Staying focused on being self-sufficient. Hey, not relying on mainstream, but utilizing all available ways to build my network while helping others without taking away from my family. That's what I'm talking about. Eating healthy food and enjoying family much more. Man, you said it all, Charles Hall. I'm telling you, you can do it all, but all at the same time, not at the expense of your family and most of all, of yourself. Great job, Charles. And like I said before, congratulations. I am so happy for you. You know I am, even though you know I miss you. Okay. But yeah, I am so happy for you. Sunshine, good morning. I walk not only for exercise needed for the mind relaxing. Oh, baby, me too. In the morning, trust me, I gotta have a morning walk at least for 30 minutes. That's beautiful, Sunshine. I write that I love. I write that I love. I try to stay focused on positive vibes no matter the situation. First of all, my quiet time with God, I practice gratitude. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. You guys, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. That is so wonderful. You go in, you take a walk, you exercise, whatever you need to do to get this body relaxed and focused and driven. Because I'm telling you right now, if you sit your tail, and I've said this many, many times on the show, if you sit your tail in front of that TV for hours at a time, you're going to come out jacked up. I'm telling you, because it's bad news, just bad news on the 24, just bad news. Come on now, you got to take a break from that. And I am a news junkie per se, you know, because I got to do the show. I got to stay relevant. I got to be on top of what you guys are talking about. But all at the same time, too much of that, I need to take a break from. You know what I mean? I mean, yes, I want to bring you the news. Yes, I want to give you the red hot topics. I want to do all of that. But I can't do that if I'm crazy. If I'm not doing what I need to do to take care of what? Yes, I'm loved by my family. Yes, I'm loved by my husband. Yes, I'm loved by my children. All of that good stuff. But your love for yourself has to supersede, have to go above and beyond, okay? And I look, I struggled with this for a long time, and I think a lot of Christians do. So I used to have the thought process of, if I take out time or if I do too much taking out time for me, I'm being selfish. I'm being arrogant. I'm being, the ego is taking over, pride, whatever, whatever. There is a thin line, or should I say, there is a line that you can cross, okay? There's a difference between confidence and arrogance. There's a difference between self-care and being selfish, okay, being selfish. And I couldn't sort of distinguish the two, but between the two, right? So I just had to say, you know what? If it starts to make me feel a certain way, then I know that it's tilting this way or it's tilting that way. Let me sort of explain. So if I'm doing self-care, right, and I'm doing it for me and it's making me feel good, and it's not, trying to show somebody something, or it's at the expense of others or anything like that, then okay, that's for me. But if I'm doing the most and I'm trying to show somebody something, or I'm trying to show off or whatever, that's being selfish. That's being a butt. Okay. And that's when I know that I'm going too far on this end. So soaking in the tub, getting myself, the way I like myself, that's for me. That is totally for me. So, Christians, come on now. But I have to admit, I used to suffer from that because I didn't want to be selfish. I didn't want to be that person that is prideful or egotistical, but all at the same time, I'm collapsing mentally or emotionally, and I'm tripping. I'm like, oh. So I had to just stop and say, okay, girl, you tripping. And then if you have that one girlfriend or that one guy friend that'll tell you real talk that something is wrong, then man, come on. Everybody got to have that one girlfriend or that one guy that'll just tell you straight up, something's wrong with you. You're off. You're a little, something's going on, you know? And I'm a firm believer of therapy. I sure am. But remember, therapists have therapists too. So we're all needing somebody. And that's the way God designed it anyway. We all need one another. You know what I mean? We all are intertwined and interconnected. We all need one another. So, what do you do for self-care? So that's what I do. I either, soak in the tub, or I do a little girl thing, a little girly stuff, nails, lashes, hair, that just to make me feel good. And there's nothing wrong with that. And you can't make me feel bad about that either. What? So is self-care something you do? Not everybody does it. Not everybody has to do it. So what do? Maybe you meditate. Maybe you do something else. I don't know. But we all have to take time out to do something. Janine, yes, I totally agree. Therapy works. I told them I am a firm believer of therapy. Like I said before, therapists have therapists. Don't get it twisted. It is what it is. We all need someone. We all need someone to talk to get it out, to get it off, all of the above. So is self-care something that you do? I say yes, it's something that I do. Now, like I said, some people don't think they need it, which I don't understand. But they say they're good. They meditate. I don't know. And then I'm not a judge. So if you don't and you're good, then good. But if you don't, but then you want to, I can give you some tips, or we can give you some tips. Like Charles said earlier, like Sunshine said earlier, what they do, they take a walk, they meditate, they focus, they pray. Hey, if you are looking for a solution, we've got it here at the Mona Lisa Monroe Morning Show. Just let me know, if you're curious on what you should do. I got a list for you. I got you. And I'm curious, if you are a person that feels like they don't need it, I would love to hear from you. I really would. Janine, I've been very intentional about self-care lately. Like I make time for it. It looks different for me daily and or weekly. And that's so good. That is good because it's going to look different. You might not have time on this day like you did on the last day. Or you might not have time this week like you did the last week. My whole thing is do it. If it's 10 minutes, if it's 5 minutes, if it's an hour, just do it. Like Nike, just do it. Whether that's the bath, the exercise, the walk, the meditation, the run, whatever it is, we are going to have to release this tension, anger, anxiety, depression, whatever that is. We've got to get it out. Your body is an incredible instrument, and it can absorb a lot, and all at the same time, it needs to release a lot. And I don't know who's all in yoga and meditation and stuff like that, but I'm telling you, there's nothing like you going inward and releasing all of those toxic thoughts and emotions and all of that out of your system. You will see it in your hair, in your skin, in your body, in your emotions, in your talk, in your walk. You will see it when you release it. And check this out. You will also see it if you keep it. What does that look like, Mona Lisa? That looks like hair loss. That looks like acne. That looks like heart attack. That looks like hypertension. That looks like cancer. That looks like all of that. Your body is going to respond to what you give it. You are what you eat. Now, see, let's take that a step further. We're not talking about food. We're talking about what you absorb, what you take in. You are what you take in. You are what you eat. So what are you eating every day? Are you eating negativity every day? Are you eating the news every day? Are you eating gossip and slander and cursing and alcohol, drugs? I mean, what are you eating? What are you intaking? What are you inhaling? What are you doing that's going in your body? And then you're not releasing what you are intaking. I'm telling you right now, you're going to see it. Now, for those of you who know my story, you know my story. For those of you who do not know my story, let me tell you something. I am a survivor of leukemia, okay? Acute promyelocytic leukemia. It's a long word, trust me. And I know I tore it up. But anyway, leukemia, acute leukemia. So I'm telling you, I went to a holistic doctor when I was first diagnosed with leukemia in 2010. And this holistic doctor, I don't think you guys are ready for it, but I'm going to give it to you because this is my show. This holistic doctor told me he could tell me exactly when my body started fighting itself. I know you're sitting there going, huh? Well, let me tell you. He said he can tell me exactly when my body started attacking itself. The cells started attacking itself. So he said, tell me what has happened in the last 10 years of your life. And so, of course, I feel like, all right, well, let me tell you. So I lost my son. And when I say lost, I mean he was killed in 2005. Now, mind you, I was diagnosed in 2010, and the man asked me what happened in my life in the last 10 years. Okay, follow me, go with me. So I told him in 2005, my son, Menez Osiris Daniels, was killed by a teenage driver that was not paying attention and hit my son when he was crossing the road. 2005. 2007, I was divorced from a 13-year marriage. Okay. 2005, 2007, 2008, 2009, I lost, I think, at least 5 family members. They were grandmother, grandfather, aunt. It was like 5 deaths. And then all of a sudden, I get diagnosed in 2010. My body was absorbing all of the traumas of my son, the divorce, the loss. It was absorbing all of that. And I thought that I was releasing it by working out, going to church, praying, So I'm thinking I'm releasing it, right? But my body was responding to the trauma, is what he's saying. So when he told me all that and told me that 2005 is when it all started and when it's continued to build up and just boom, in 2010 be diagnosed, I started listening because it started to make sense to me. So I'm like going, well, what should I do? Because now, okay, and now I know what happened. What should I do? This holistic doctor told me to start forgiving, start being grateful, start being thankful, and it is going to clean your system out. Yeah, that's what this holistic doctor told me. Start being thankful, start being grateful, and start forgiving. I was like, okay. Now, mind you, I'm still going to the hospital. I'm still getting chemo. I'm still getting bone biopsies. I'm still going through the process. But all at the same time, I'm doing what he asked me to do, right? Now, this journey, of course, is in my book. I know, Janine, right? Now, this whole journey is in my book, but I'm going to, sort of, break it down for you. But it's in the book. Go to my website, www.monalisamonroe.com. Purchase the book, Life After the Diagnosis. This information's in there. So, going back to the story. So, January of 2010, I was diagnosed. And this is when he told me to forgive, be thankful, be grateful. I was going through the process, the chemo, the biopsies, blah, 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 blah. And I'm talking about cancer is no joke. It was pain wrecking in my body. I had good days. I had bad days. I don't want to say bad days. I had good days and I had strengthening days. How about that? And April of this same year, God told me that I was healed. April 16th, to be exact. Now, from April 16th to September of that same year, I'm still doing the process. The doctors was, see, every time I think about it, I want to shout. The doctors were like, what are you doing? Because whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Because your body is healing itself. People out there right now, I'm telling you what happened to me. I can only tell you what happened to me. Forgiveness, thankfulness, and gratefulness. It will heal your body of the ailments of this world. By September of this same year, I was free of cancer. If you follow my story, I promise you, this is in the book. January the 6th of 2010 to September of 2010, I was free of cancer. Am I telling you not to do chemo? No, I'm not, because I did chemo. Am I telling you not to get the clinical trials or whatever the case may be? No, because I did it. But all at the same time, God told me that I was healed, and I stood on those words, believed on those words, and not just stood and believed, I started walking in the healing of it all. What does that look like, Mona Lisa? Forgiveness, gratitude, and thankfulness. Those three things right there will heal your ailments. Janine, I'm going to order the book. Thank you. It's on the website. I appreciate it. I tell you, no joke. Those three things changed my life. Now, and I told you previously, I was that girl that would work out. I was that girl that would go to church and shout and pray and all of that. I was that girl. But I'm going to tell you those three things saved my life. Now, God healed me. Don't get me wrong. But God not just healed you, he made you whole. And okay, so let's break that down. In the Bible, it says that God heals, and then in some instances, he made people whole. I think there's a distinct difference between the two. Yes, he can heal your body. Yes, he can make you whole, but I think there's a difference. Because when you have a healing, you're healed from that particular disease, ailment, whatever. But when you are whole, you are a complete and purposeful individual. And that's what I think he gave me, purpose. So um, that was in 2010, and this is 2021. So I have been free from that disease, praise the Lord, for 11 years. A to the man. Amen. So my word to you today, if self-care is something that you do, and or is it something that you don't do? Let me give you some tips this morning, honey. Let me grab your coffee and get your tea, and I'm finna spill the tea right now. These are 5 things that you can do to self-care, take care of your mental, your physical, and your spiritual health, honey. Are you ready for this? Get your pen, get your paper, get your iPad, get whatever you need. Good morning, Sheba. What's going on? Red hot number 1. Is self-care something you do? I want to know. Red hot number 2. What do you do for self-care? And red hot number 3. Have you called your strong friend lately? Okay. Let me get this part right here. It's a lot of women out there that are strong. And I am not mad at you, sis. Do you to the nth degree. But every now and then, you need to talk to somebody. Sis, if that's you, you need to call somebody. Just recently, the reason why I'm having this show, this whole self-care show, is a friend of mine that looks fabulous. She's a CEO. She got it going on, all of that. But just recently, she said that at night, when the lights are off, and I mean the lights not just in her room, but the lights of the cameras, the lights of the paparazzi, whatever, when that's gone, and you're at home by yourself, the question was, who are you? When all the makeup's off, when all the hair is whatever, the contacts are out, whatever, the lashes, whatever, who are you when all that's gone? Baby, the whole room was quiet. And to me, I sat in that. And my first thing was, why is this so hard? But that's me. But think about it. A lot of times you don't know who you are. You're this person for this person, you're that person for that person, you're this, da 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 da. If someone asks who are you, you talk about what your job is or what you do. So when that question was asked, my friend says, at night she has suicidal thoughts. She's wondering whether she should end it all. And baby, she got it all. Do you hear me? Sunshine. Yes, I've learned that trauma has a lot to do with attacking the body and mind. Amen. Will give health issue, me being abused over 15 years, then 3 cancer. What? Then arthritis. I lost my brother in 1986, my acute leukemia. Mona Lisa, you are a walking, talking miracle. Girl, you too? Amen. That's what I call myself too. But God, I give all the glory. All the glory goes to him. All the glory goes to God. And that's what I mean, sis. Who are we at the end of the day? Who are we when the lights are out, when the wigs are off, when the lashes are gone, when the nails are neat, whatever? Who are we at the end of the day? And it was quiet. A pin could drop. And this woman that I promise I love her still has suicidal thoughts. You never know what people are going through. You never know. So that's what I mean. You need to call your strong friend, honey. You need to call that friend. And if that friend is you, you need to talk to somebody. When you sit at home and you wonder, should this be your last day? That's when you know you need to call somebody. That part. You better say that, sis. I'm telling you. Who are you? And I had this aha moment before. And you know, I'm not exempt. I'm not perfect. Oh my goodness, I'm not perfect. But I've had this moment in my life before. I'm 50 years old now. Okay. I had this moment back when I was 35. Was it 35 or 40? It was either 35 or 40. And I had that defining moment. And it was right after my son was killed. And it was right after the divorce. And I had to send my sons away to live with their fathers because I was mentally out of it. And so here I lay in the middle of the living room floor, crying and just out of it and like going, Lord, what am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do from here? How do I move forward? I'm in the middle of my living room floor, people, in the dark after my son was killed, the divorce, me by myself. That was the moment. That was my defining moment. And so I reached out to a family member and I was just like, I need to stay with you because I'm scared to stay by myself. I'm like freaking out. And that family member at the time was who I had an issue with forgiveness. Follow me. Go with me now, like those preachers say. Go with me now. The person I had the issue with, the forgiveness with, I called them and asked them, can I stay with you? I don't know what's going on. I'm freaking out. My mind is tripping. My mind's playing tricks on me. They told me no. They told me I could not stay with them at that time. Now, remember, I'm in the middle of my living room, in the middle of the floor, having an episode. And I call, and that person that I had an issue with forgiveness didn't allow me the space to come in. That right there sort of nailed it in the ground for me. So from there on, I decided that I was going to try to seek outside of family the help that I needed. And then, as I told you in the beginning of the show, from that on led to the diagnosis. And then from there was the growth, was the point to where I said, okay. And the moment that I came to the truth of it all, the moment that it was like, okay, I'm not going to just say I forgive you and don't mean it. I'm going to really forgive you. This is not about whether you receive it or not. It's just about me releasing it from my body and my mind. So when I did that, it was like this weight. These weights were lifted and my body responded to that. The freedom of it all, the lifting, and then the personality came back, and then the joy came back. And this is real. It's real talk. And so that's what led to who you see today. That's what led to the whole rediscovery of who this lady is. You got to know you got to know who you are. And if you don't, it's okay. You just got to find out. You know what I mean? So with all that being said, I wanted to know what you guys do as far as self-care. And is self-care something that you want to do, but you don't know how to? How do you start? Well, first of all, you would start however you can. If that's 5 minutes, if that's 10 minutes, if that's an hour, if that's a day, whatever the case may be, just start. What do you start doing? Well, maybe it's just to just sit still and just have your mind just settle. Or maybe it's a trip, or maybe it's a drive, or maybe it's a run or a walk. Just start out where you can start out. And as I told you earlier, I want to give you a list. So first off, you're going to take some time. You have to intentionally make time. So either that's going to be, okay, I'm going to take 5 minutes during the day. I'm going to take 10 minutes in the morning, maybe an hour at night. You have to set it like on your calendar. You have to set it on the schedule, because if you don't be intentional about it, it's not going to happen. So you really have to say to yourself, okay, this is going to happen in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, or at night. You just have to. That's first off. You have to make time to get it done. And then secondly, don't try to say, okay, I'm gonna do it for an hour and this is your first time. Don't do that to yourself, because you might not follow through. So maybe follow through with 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you can start with, and be real with yourself about it, And so after that, okay, so what do? I've got the day, I've got the time. So what do? Okay, so what do you like to do? What relaxes you? Oh, I like to read. Okay, well, read for 10 minutes. That's your relaxation time. That's your self-care time. Well, I like to take a bath. Okay, we'll take a bath for a good 30 minutes and bubbles and make it smell good, candles and all that. Just start where you can start. And so that's first. Time, day, and then what do you enjoy doing? What relaxes you? And then last but not least, once you do it, award yourself. What does that mean? Write down, oh, I had a great time. If you journal, wonderful. Start talking about it in your journal. If you don't journal, make a note. Well, this was fun. I did this and did that and at this time and on this day. So it can sort of encourage yourself to do it again. You know what I mean? Just like when you were little and you did a good paper and the teacher gave you a star or a smile or a heart or something, that made you want to do another great paper. So just award yourself something small like that, so you can continue to keep going. And do this for a good month and see how well you do. And I can guarantee you will see the results, either in your attitude, your personality, your skin, your hair, your body. You're going to see the results of this self-care moment, this self-care day, this self-care whatever. You're going to see the results of that. But you have to allow yourself some time. So maybe give it a month. I personally had to take 3 months so I can really see the difference. And I like to journal. So I like to write things down. So I was like, okay, I started on this day and this is what happened and da 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 da. And then lo and behold, I go back that previous month and I'm like, wow, look how far. So I started with 10 minutes and now I'm to a full day. So my full day is just all about me. And I tell everybody, hey, this is the day. I'm not gonna receive any calls. I'm not gonna da da da. If you want me, message me, email me, text me, something like that, because I'm not talking on the phone. Because I have to take that time out. And considering all what's going on in the world, you owe yourself that. You owe yourself that to just woosah. You have to allow yourself to just breathe. If you don't, that is going to be treacherous on your body. And like I was saying, I'm a living witness of it. And not everyone believes the same thing I believe, and that's okay. But I do believe that with the releasing of the forgiveness and the gratitude and the thankfulness from your body, you are releasing those toxic, um, that toxic stuff. You're releasing all of that and you're letting all that go and you are free of it. And toxic people, okay? Yes, you have a time limit. You have a time frame with me. I'm not going to totally cut you off if you're an associate or coworker or whatever the case may be. I can't totally cut you off in a lot of cases. But if I can cut you off, I will. But if I can't and I have to deal with you, then you have time limits with me. I can only deal with you for 5 minutes. I can only deal with you for 10, 15 minutes, 30 minutes tops. So, I'm in charge of me. No one else is. I am in charge of me and my time. So I don't have to deal with you if I don't want to. And I'm not going to feel bad about it. So with that being said, I want you guys to comment and let me know what you think. And I also want you to click like and share the show, of course. And I also want you to go to the website and check out the book. It's all in the book. But it's about self-care. That's it. I just wanted to make sure that we were all on one page. I want you guys to take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Don't glue yourself to the TV. It's a lot going on, and it could take you places. You know what I mean? It could take you up one moment and then down the next. And you don't need that in your life. And then people can take you up one moment and then down the next. You don't need that either. You do not. So tell me what you think about self-care. And then if you wanted to know any questions or the list of things that I just named, let me know. And I'll probably post it so you guys can take notes and write it down. Or, now no one writes anything down. You could put it in your phone. But you deserve it. You totally deserve a break today. That is a commercial. That is a commercial. You deserve a break today. I don't know whose commercial that is. Was that McDonald's back in the day? Anyway, you deserve a break today. If you can't get it today, do it tomorrow. Get a weekend. Get something. Take out time for you. Just for you. So tell me what you think about the show today. Like I said earlier, I'm not going to talk about Travis Scott and his concert. I'm not going to talk about the vaccines. I'm not going to talk about unemployment. I'm not going to talk about any of that. No, not today. We're going to talk about how you doing and how are you feeling. And, like the title of the show was, "Hey sis, how you doing?" Just let me know how you are feeling. So I told you, I was floored by the question that was asked to one of my friends. And it was at the end of the day, when there's no cameras, when there's no lights, when there's no friends and family or coworkers or whatever the case may be, when it's just you in your home. Who are you? And literally the whole room just fell silent. And I just was to myself and I was just like, why is everyone contemplating this question? It was so simple to me, but it was only simple to me because I had that moment. I had that defining moment to where you had to really think, okay, what am I about? Who am I? And so I had to think about that. And the whole room, like I said, was just silent. And then she stated out of her mouth, and like I tell you guys, she is so successful. She's so awesome. She's so wonderful. But she said that at night she contemplates whether she should be here or not. She thinks about suicide when it's just her and her thoughts. That's serious. That's serious. That is serious. Just you and your thoughts. And your thoughts are telling you or asking you whether you should be here or not. That's when you know you have to talk to somebody. That's when you know. And I want everybody today, have you called your strong friend lately? Take out time to call that friend that's always telling you, I'm good. Hey, girl, what's going on? Nothing. I'm good. I'm straight. Call them. The telltale signs, I'm good. I'm straight. That's the telltale signs. Because a real friend is going to tell you, girl, let me tell you something. Today is not that day. They're going to tell you. But if all the time, every time you call them and they're telling you, I'm good, I'm okay. Nope. I'll never forget this clip. And you guys probably know where I'm going with this. But this clip of Meghan Markle, you know, the one that's married to Prince Harry. The reporters were hounding her, whatever, and they finally got a moment with her. And she was just out and about walking, and she was with the baby or whatever. And the paparazzi got to her, and the paparazzi stopped in this particular moment and asked her, are you okay? And do you know she just paused in her thought. And she said that was the first time someone has ever asked her, was she okay? You see how serious this is? Ask your strong friend, are you okay? Is everything good? Is everything all right with you? And strong friend, you better tell the truth. Bottom line, that thing. Because I was floored when this friend of mine told me that. And that was the premise of this whole show. I felt bad because I never asked her that. You see what I'm saying? I never asked her how she's doing. Are you okay? You look okay on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. You look good, but are you really okay? That's crucial, people. I'm telling you, that's crucial stuff. I asked my son that. You know, my son is here from Afghanistan. My oldest, I'm so happy he's here. But I had to break it down. Are you okay? Are you okay? That's crucial. Ask your strong friend. This is right. Amen, Sheba. I appreciate that. Ask your strong friend. The one that'll tell you, hey, girl, hey, what's up, girl? Hey, girl, how you feeling? How you doing? Telling you, Meghan Markle stopped in her tracks. And she said that was the first time she's ever been asked that question by anybody. Are you okay? There's a TV show series related to this called A Million Little Things. Everyone should watch it. Oh my gosh, I love that show. Exactly. You never know. They look like they're great. Shoot, half the time I look like I'm great. But baby, let me tell you something. Some days I'm not feeling great. And you got to talk to somebody about those days. You got to talk to somebody about those moments. We don't want to lose you. You are crucial to the process. You're supposed to be here. You know why I know that? Because you're still here. Everyone that is still here still has a job to do. How simple is that? If you're not here, your job is done, right? So if you're still here, you have a job to do. If you don't know that job, ask the boss. Ask the person that has given you the assignment. Okay? You need to ask the boss, ask the creator what your purpose, job, assignment is. Ask. If you don't know. Now, if you do know and you're not doing it, get her done. Get it done, my people. If you know your assignment, you know your purpose, you know your job, and you're not doing it, come on now. If you don't, ask. If you do, do it. And if you are doing it, great job. Way to go. Because we're all here to do something. I can tell you what I'm here. I'm here to break some rules, people. I didn't want to say it, but guess what? I'm here to break some rules. And what are those rules? Those rules are made from the enemy, and I'm here to break them. I'm here to change the atmosphere. I'm here to shift gears. I'm here to shift things and make things happen. That's why I'm here. I'm here to connect. I'm here to love. I'm here to create. I'm here to be creative. You better ask somebody. I'm here to be Mona Lisa Monroe. And she's not done. She hasn't even started as much as I've done in my life. I haven't even started, and I'm 50% there. What? I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the show today. I want to thank all of the ones who left comments. I want to thank all of you guys. What would we be without you? Where would I be without you? I love you, and I appreciate it. And I want you to click like and share the show. I want you to share the show to that strong friend, because this whole show was dedicated to that strong friend. This whole show was dedicated to you, to encourage you to take care of yourself, to encourage you to do some self-care. That's what this show was about today, because that friend of mine, it hit me right here when she said that, because here I am seeing her and never ask her that question. That ain't gonna happen no more. How are you today? That just changed my world right there. I'm gonna not only will I say hello, I'm gonna ask you how you doing. I sure am. So just get ready. I'm asking my viewers, how y'all doing? What's going on? What it be like? What's good? I'm gonna use all the slang. I'm gonna use all of it because I want to know how my viewers are doing. And by the way, and I know you following me, so let me tell you this: we're going to be going on live every day in 2022. Whoop whoop! So we're going to be working it every day. Believe that. So every day we're going to have a show. We're going to be talking about what it is, what it ain't going to be, what it is going to be. We're going to talk about it all every day in 2022. We've got some stuff to do, people. We've got some things to do, and I'm ready. I'm here for it, as they say. God not done with you yet. You're walking the journey and sharing wisdom, insight with us. Thank you. You're welcome, Sunshine. Thank you. Girl, I appreciate it. Click like and share the show. Share the show with that one friend that you know that always say she okay. Share that show. Share this show because this is for her. This is for all you guys, all you girls, all you ladies, all you know what I mean. This is for you today. I love you guys. I thank you for supporting me. And like I said before, when you buy merchandise, when you get the merchandise from the show, you support the show. It's not about me, it's about you. I want to inspire and encourage you. Thanks for tuning in today. Love ya. Bye-bye.